I mean, I was obsessed with The Bone Collector, so when I first got the script, I was like, Bone Collector, no way, I can't wait to read it. And honestly, it was a page turner. So I would say anyone who's a fan of Jeffrey Deaver or, of course, the movie, will love this because it's a homage to the world that was already created. And at the same time, because we're a series, we get to explore each week and go deeper and deeper into these cases and into these characters. So we get a chance to have more detail, to have more suspense, to show, you know, the friction between these characters. And at the same time, these characters are each other's lifelines. Like literally, sometimes Lincoln is helping me save my life, and sometimes I'm saving the other detectives' lives, and you immediately become family. Even though these people don't know each other, they're family, right? And so I think that people watching will enjoy the suspense and the mystery behind this serial killer, but also the sense of family that these characters have for one another. I play Officer Amelia Sachs. I love her. I think she's my favorite character to date. Because she's so strong, but she doesn't even believe she's strong. What makes her strong is that she's in these situations that she doesn't even necessarily want to be in, but she prevails through them, right? So it's like, it's not that this character doesn't have fear, it's that she actually has fear and she does all these things anyway. And I think that that's just such a beautiful message to anyone. And she has a very, very troubled past. She, you know, watched her parents die when she was young. She takes care of her sister. They kind of have a beautiful love-hate relationship because it's kind of their parents and sisters to one another. And so there's the added stress once Amelia takes this new job hunting for the bone collector. There's the added stress of, how do I protect my sister? Will she be safe? How much do I tell her? What do I keep a secret? Am I a terrible person for telling her lies? Or am I a better person for protecting her, for telling her lies? And not to mention, on top of it all, Amelia has PTSD and multiple anxiety disorders that started in her childhood and have followed her to present day. So that's something always to keep in mind as these scenes is, yes, she's strong and yes, she has this fire within, but this is all new to her. This is not necessarily something she signed up for. Although the adrenaline of it all, somehow she likes it. It's almost like she becomes an adrenaline junkie, you know? And at the same time, sometimes the moments where it's literally life or death, she's having a panic attack, you know? And because panic attacks don't come at a great time, they come at the worst times. That's what the panic attack is, right? So she's having to fight for her life on multiple levels. And I loved finding the complexity of that as well. So I wear a body cam. In the movie, it used to be a phone headset, and which I love. I still love that movie. Now it's been upgraded to a 3 different camera kind of fisheye perspective, so that I can go to crime scenes or go interrogate people. I have an earwig in my ear that's linked to Lincoln, and a small camera that sits on my lapel at all times. So the idea is that people don't necessarily know what's happening when it's happening, which is really fun for Amelia because she gets to kind of play spy at times when she's interviewing these different people. The flip side is she's also forced to go into the crime scenes because it's her perspective that shows Lincoln how to solve these crimes, because he's watching it on the TV and hearing me in the ear, and so he's putting it together and telling me what to do as I'm live on location. And it's really hard for Amelia. You know, she's seeing dead bodies for the first time. She's seeing bones exploded and blood everywhere and things that obviously trigger her own memories of murder on top of just feeling awful about the situation. I mean, how do you know, there's no amount of preparing you can do to just walk into a crime scene. So the camera, the body cam, is basically kind of what links our worlds. It's what allows Lincoln and Amelia to work together at the same time.
Lincoln Rhyme, Hunt for the Bone Collector. New episodes Tuesdays at 9:45, only on AXN.